Sheldon is a one-of-a-kind driver. You meet him, you might think that he's kind of standoffish a little bit, but he's really just super chill, kind of does his own thing. He's a very talented driver in a way that how someone so chill can drive so violently and out of control, but yet still keep it controlled.
Sheldon is like a lottery ticket. You might not win all the time, but when you do, it's big, right? So the high of those kind of experiences and being able to document those are like nothing else, because Sheldon will go out and go above what everybody thought was the top, and just do whatever it takes to win on a given night. That's special.
Back to the point, and now Haudenschild trying to sail around all of them. 3 wide for the lead. Sheldon Haudenschild leads lap number 10. They were 3 wide as they crossed the stripe, and Sheldon Haudenschild now out in front.
Long is the grind of the World of Outlaws season. And if all dirt roads lead to Charlotte, then they most definitely start in Volusia. Florida is something that can make or break your entire season.
It's a long week there, and Florida can go both ways. You could come out of Florida in a pretty big hole, and just points-wise too. Florida's rough on equipment, engines, everything. You putting that Kistler in, or that other one? Kistler? That's a whole nother thing. You get to Volusia with, for us, a whole new crew. You know, when you got a little fire drill there at the beginning of the night, not really a big deal for me and Ripper, kind of been there, done that. And yeah, when you have 2 new guys that maybe don't know your process at all, you know, night one, it makes it a little bit more intense.
Watch out!
Roll a switch in there. Yeah, I think it was after the checkered there at the heat, and knew something was wrong with an engine, and you know, things happened pretty quick at Volusia. You know, me and Ripper made the decision to pull that engine and get another one in for the dash.
Hey, cut the wheel, bud. Ready for the header over here. Put them all in. Quick, I gotta get the fucking cockpit. Where's the radiator at? You gonna need more, Greg? Heat, water. Back right here. We were running the heat race, and motor laid down a little bit, so we had to change engines for the dash air, and got it all done in time. And yeah, it was stressful, but I mean, got good guys and powered through it and got her done. So
Volusia's very different. In one way, we never know what kind of track we're going to get. You know, I feel like they're always changing the surface, and you know, we've been there when it's heavy and rough and super slick, and you know, we've had it every different way and a few different surfaces. So we've changed 2 motors, a car, and a steering, and almost a master cylinder. Like, it's everything you don't want to fuck with at the track. Definitely, the car was better, and like
way free. Like, we're free, because if you look at the shock travel on the right rear, like, it never really let down. Like, it didn't really plug in the right side. I'd say that stuff looked good. Just
Yeah.
Maybe a little too high on entry and one.
Yeah. Because like if you look at the top 3 guys, they're all buried left.
Yeah. But you just gotta
Yeah,
keep it hard.
he did it perfect. He kept it right in the groove.
And you can, when you do it, then you can turn down, not come up, and you don't get buried up in and off exit.
I was too low, and I did exactly what you said.
Sideboard, slide to it, and then
Yeah,
catch it.
I was fucked.
You guys didn't just forget how to fucking do this, right? You guys know what you need to do. And I think component-wise, team-wise, chemistry-wise, you guys aren't lacking. Nothing's changed there. I think it's just a matter of getting all the moving parts from team owners to motor program to rotation procedurally, just kind of getting that all in line, right? And just going out and, again, doing what you already know you know how to do.
When you're talking tenths, it's not much, and there's only so much you can do in certain places to make up that time.
Left rear, maybe. I didn't know, like, when it gets in the center there, if it's, like, really getting it, and that's what's driving it so
I
nice
think
through the center.
And the bump on the backstretch does some weird stuff, I think, because it's like, yeah.
It fucking first warm-up lap, dude. You fucking shot
I was at the wall.
guardrail.
I know.
I'll pull that off and fuck with that, too.
Like I barely got on the gas quick enough, so then I ran the top just to build some speed.
Well, I had that big highway here, too, so I'm like, I can't get the
Yeah.
momentum going back.
Well, I was gonna commit to like one around the top and then do the second one around the bottom, but I think the top was shot.
And then I'll go back to that other right rear and just grind it again.
Yeah. I think you got to free the car up a little bit, too, like, now after qual time.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Because he's gonna be behind somebody.
Yes.
I got you.
Yeah, you can break them loose, put them blocks under it. Really, once you get into the traffic, you don't really got to worry about getting slippy. Like, you just need to be able to rotate and turn down. If the bottom comes in, you want to be able to stick and not get tight. So I even thought maybe take it, I don't know about that gear. I think maybe put like a 19 or something in it and let it
So,
take off. I know.
what are you running for your heat race?
I'm going to put a 519 in it. I had that 508. I'll put a 19 in it for here, for this.
Where's the start?
Where's he at? What are you going to try to do one in there? Or you want me to do one? You going to do one on pedal? Or I can do one here.
You don't even have one there.
No, I can do one here though.
Yeah, put one there.
All right, let me gather some stuff up. Bolt. That thing.
Florida, I mean, everybody's gung-ho and ready to go, and everybody's fresh, ready to rip. Yeah, Volusia definitely races different. If you're off a little bit, it shows a lot there. Unless you're really, really good or the track's really technical, which it gets to. So that's what's good about Volusia is that's how you make up the time. And if your car is operating and the driver figures the track out.
Florida's tough. It can set the tone for your entire season. But there are definitely some benefits to being in the Sunshine State.
Always used to go to Florida when I was a kid to be able to ride a little bit, so Florida is the perfect place. If I'm able to throw my bike in and get a little riding time at some quality places, then it's a win. Fortunate to have my truck with me for one. Normally I don't have my truck or my bike, so lucky to just have both with me and be able to go ride. You know, kind of planned on it this whole month. I was down here in Florida to be able to come and ride. So, you know, I'll run a little bit here and there and do a little working out, but in the summer it's tough, and it's tough to ride too. But you go ride one day, you realize how easy a sprint car is and how demanding a bike is. I mean, normally I don't have my bike with me, especially in Florida, so to be able to just spin some laps, and luckily I had some buddies from Ohio come down too, so just timed out good, and at a nice track here right by East Bay. So
Probably if it wasn't my shifter leg, I probably have lost it, because no point in keeping going through hell to keep your leg. You wouldn't be able to shift anyway.
what happened?
I was on the Grom, in front of the Speedway at Daytona, and car turned into my lane off of the corner. The turning lane was on the left, and he turned and stopped. Got out, seen that I was about dead, and then took off.
How long ago was that?
It's gonna be 3 years this March. They've done a good job for what it is, though. 21 surgeries altogether.
It is amazing what they can do.
Yeah. I actually had to grow 3 inches of bone. I had to go to Children's. Probably the oldest person in Children's Hospital.
It can truly be said that you are who you hang out with, and some of us choose to play a dangerous game. It's important to surround yourself with people who understand that.
You know, it's easy to get frustrated and maybe think you should be farther than you should be, and you know, come 32 years of age, if I do everything how I think it's supposed to be done, and I have the people around me that, you know, I enjoy being around, and that believe in me 100%, and I believe in them, you know, I think great things can happen. Yeah, I knew from early. You could tell from the get-go with Zan and myself, we were ride or die for each other, and you know, I knew she had my back no matter what, and you know, I think it's what you always dream of wanting, and when I look back and have a ton of respect for people that are older than me and been doing this stuff a long time, and people that have been in relationships longer than us, and
we met pretty young, we were 18, been together pretty much ever since, and so we've grown together. We're on a level of understanding. I know what he's gonna do or say generally before he does or says it, and it could be thanks to that time we spent together.
Something to look up to, and you know, kind of what we strive to want to be, and you know, just step by step work it. You know, she's put up with a lot with myself, and hung around for every minute of it.
He has his set things he has to do from a work standpoint, and I'm not talking about driving a race car, but the other things, the other 1,000 things that go into being an outlaw.